The Iowa caucus is just 3 weeks away, and Texas Senator Ted Cruz has pulled ahead in the polls. He is on the ground with an extensive campaign tour. KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazan is there with details.
Senator Ted Cruz just finished here in Webster City, Iowa. He's ramping up to the Iowa caucus, and now it's down to him and Donald Trump. On his Cruisin' to Caucus tour, the Texan plans to visit more than 25% of the 99 Iowa counties in 6 days. Candidates pretty much move to this state around now because it can go either way, Democrat or Republican, come November. And whoever wins the GOP Iowa caucus in February will likely be crowned the top Christian conservative candidate in the race. Right now, it's close between Cruz and Donald Trump, who recently questioned if the Texan was eligible to be president. He was born in Canada to an American citizen. Here's what the senator had to say.
The question is quite straightforward and settled law that the child of a U.S. citizen born abroad is a natural-born citizen. People will continue to make political noise about it, but as a legal matter, it's quite straightforward.
Senator Cruz also noted that George Romney, Barry Goldwater, and John McCain, all born outside the United States, and all had no problem running for president. We're here in Iowa. Phil Prazan, KXAN News.
The Iowa caucus has been the first in the nation for the primary process since 1972.
But success in Iowa does not always translate to winning the nomination for president. Back in 2012, Rick Santorum took the top spot in the Iowa caucus, but the Republican nomination ended up going to the man who finished second, Mitt Romney. 2008, Mike Huckabee had a huge win in Iowa. John McCain finished fourth there, more than 20 percentage points behind him. But Senator McCain ended up winning the GOP nomination. Doing well in Iowa helps raise a candidate's profile going into a series of votes. New Hampshire voters will hold their primary 8 days later. Within 2 weeks, voters in South Carolina and Nevada will also be heading to the polls. But the big prize coming on March 1st, also known as Super Tuesday. Voters in 13 states, including us here in Texas, will have their say on the candidates. 565 delegates are up for grabs that day, and that's nearly half of the amount a Republican candidate needs to win the GOP nomination. Look for more reports from KXAN's Phil Prazan in Iowa on KXAN News tonight at 6.